Look at these two people. Both are 50 years old, same chronological age, but one looks and feels 35, while the other could pass for 65. What's the difference? It's not genetics, it's not luck, it's biological age. And it might be the most important health metric you're not tracking. Your body is constantly sending you signals, subtle warnings that accelerated aging is happening at the cellular level. Most people miss these signs until it's almost too late. But here's the remarkable news. Harvard Medical School research shows that up to 82% of accelerated aging is reversible through targeted interventions. Today, I'm going to share 8 critical, measurable warning signs of biological aging that doctors rarely discuss in routine checkups. If you have 3 or more of these signs, your biological age might be 15 to 20 years older than your actual age, dramatically increasing your risk of disease and early mortality. But more importantly, I'll show you exactly what to do about it. Before we dive into the warning signs, you need to understand what biological age actually means. Your chronological age is simple. It's how many birthdays you've had. But your biological age? That's the actual condition and functionality of your cells, tissues, and organs. Think of it like 2 identical cars from the same year. One has been maintained, uses premium fuel, and drives smoothly. The other has been neglected, runs on poor fuel, and struggles despite being the same model year. Same age, completely different condition. Scientists can now measure biological age using epigenetic clocks, sophisticated tests that read patterns of chemical markers on your DNA. These markers change predictably as we age, but the rate varies dramatically between individuals. A groundbreaking study from the Buck Institute followed 3,214 adults for 10 years and found striking patterns. Those with 002 warning signs, 91% maintained functional independence. Those with 305 signs, 63% developed serious disease within a decade. Those with 6 or more signs, 87% developed serious disease, and 41% died during the study period. The critical insight? These warning signs appear progressively. If you have warning sign number 3, you necessarily have signs 4 through 8. They build on each other, indicating deeper cellular dysfunction. But here's what gives me hope to share this information. Early intervention reduced biological age markers by an average of 7 years in just 18 months. Let's start with the earliest warning sign, one you can check right now. Look at your fingernails. Do you see vertical ridges running from the cuticle to the tip? Not the horizontal ridges that indicate acute stress or illness, but vertical lines. These ridges signal mineral deficiencies affecting keratin production. Your nails are made primarily of keratin, and producing healthy nails requires adequate silica, calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron, and B vitamins. When you see these ridges multiplying or deepening, it means your body lacks the raw materials for basic structural protein synthesis. This isn't just about your nails. It's an early indicator that mineral malabsorption or depletion is affecting your entire body. First, stop the bleeding. If you're taking antacids or proton pump inhibitors, talk to your doctor about alternatives. These medications devastate mineral absorption. Second, supplement with bioavailable minerals, silica from bamboo extract or horsetail, magnesium glycinate, zinc picolinate, and a quality B-complex vitamin. Third, eat mineral-rich foods, dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and if appropriate for your diet, bone broth. This is your earliest warning. Address it now, and you prevent what comes next. Warning sign number 7. Premature or rapidly accelerating gray hair, especially before age 35, or sudden acceleration at any age. Yes, genetics play a role in when you gray. But the rate of graying is heavily influenced by oxidative stress, an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in your body. Your hair color comes from melanocytes, specialized cells that produce melanin pigment. As oxidative stress increases, hydrogen peroxide accumulates around these cells, literally bleaching your hair from the inside. It's the same chemical used to dye hair blonde, but your body is producing it. This hydrogen peroxide accumulation doesn't just affect your hair. It indicates system-wide oxidative damage affecting every cell in your body. When melanocytes fail, it signals that other specialized cells in your brain, heart, blood vessels are also under oxidative assault. You need to boost your antioxidant defense systems dramatically. Supplement with glutathione precursors like N-acetylcysteine or glutathione itself. Add vitamins C and E, selenium, and alpha-lipoic acid. These work synergistically to neutralize free radicals. Ensure adequate copper and B12, both essential for melanin production. Eliminate major oxidative stressors, reduce sugar intake dramatically, manage chronic stress through meditation or breathing exercises, and avoid excessive alcohol. One patient of mine, a 42-year-old executive, was going gray rapidly. Within 6 months of this protocol, new hair growth showed pigmentation returning. It's not a cosmetic fix, it's evidence of cellular repair. Warning sign number 6, rapid multiplication of age spots on sun-exposed skin, your hands, face, forearms. These aren't just cosmetic. Age spots, or liver spots, are visible accumulations of lipofuscin, cellular garbage that your body can't eliminate efficiently. Lipofuscin is the debris left over from oxidized fats and damaged proteins inside cells. Normally, your cells use a process called autophagy, literally self-eating, to clean up and recycle this waste. But when autophagy slows, lipofuscin accumulates. Think of autophagy as your cellular recycling and waste management system. When it fails, garbage piles up. Age spots are that garbage becoming visible through your skin. But here's what's critical. If lipofuscin is accumulating in your skin cells, where you can see it, it's also accumulating in your brain cells, heart cells, and every other cell in your body, where you can't see it. This accumulation is directly linked to Alzheimer's disease, heart failure, and accelerated aging of every organ system. You need to activate autophagy aggressively. Intermittent fasting is the most powerful tool. Even a daily 16-hour fast triggers significant autophagy. Time-restricted eating, where you consume all meals within an 8-hour window, can dramatically accelerate cellular cleanup. Exercise, particularly high-intensity interval training, also activates autophagy. Supplement with autophagy enhancers, resveratrol, spermidine, and EGCG from green tea. Reduce your sugar intake to near zero. Excess glucose inhibits autophagy. One study showed that 3 months of intermittent fasting reduced visible age spots by 40%, while also improving cognitive function and cardiovascular markers. The visible changes reflect invisible cellular rejuvenation. Warning sign number 5. Gum recession. Your gums are pulling back from your teeth, exposing more of the tooth surface or even the roots. Your dentist might tell you it's just from brushing too hard or aging. But gum recession is a visible marker of systemic collagen breakdown. Collagen is the structural protein that holds your body together. It makes up 30% of all protein in your body. Your gums, skin, blood vessels, bones, tendons, and organs all depend on collagen for structural integrity. When gums recede, it indicates that collagen synthesis has fallen behind collagen degradation throughout your entire body. This isn't just affecting your gums. Your blood vessels are becoming more fragile. Your skin is losing firmness. Your joints are deteriorating faster. Your bones are weakening. A 10-year study found that people with advanced gum recession had a 70% higher risk of cardiovascular events, not because of oral bacteria, but because both conditions reflect systemic collagen breakdown. You need to dramatically upregulate collagen synthesis. High-dose vitamin C is non-negotiable. You need at least 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams daily, divided into multiple doses. Vitamin C is absolutely essential for collagen synthesis. Without it, your body cannot make collagen regardless of other nutrients. Supplement with hydrolyzed collagen peptides, 10 to 15 grams daily. These provide the amino acid building blocks in a form your body can immediately use. Add lysine and proline, the specific amino acids concentrated in collagen. Silica from bamboo extract strengthens collagen cross-linking. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce the inflammation that accelerates collagen breakdown, and, critically, eliminate sugar. Sugar causes glycation, where glucose molecules bind to collagen fibers, making them stiff and dysfunctional. One of my patients had such severe gum recession she was facing multiple gum grafts. After 9 months on this protocol, her periodontist was stunned. New gum tissue had grown, and her gums had visibly improved. Her skin, joint pain, and blood pressure also improved. Systemic collagen restoration affects everything. Warning sign number 4. Muscle loss despite maintaining your normal diet and activity level. Your clothes fit differently. You've lost strength. You look smaller, even though your weight might be stable or increasing. This is sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and it's one of the most dangerous aspects of biological aging. Studies show that low muscle mass independently predicts mortality better than many traditional health markers. People with sarcopenia have double the risk of serious disease and death compared to those who maintain muscle mass as they age. Why does muscle loss happen? 4 interconnected mechanisms. First, anabolic resistance. Your muscles become resistant to the growth signals from protein and exercise. It's like insulin resistance, but for muscle building. Second, hormonal decline. Growth hormone, testosterone, and IGF-1 levels drop, reducing muscle protein synthesis. Third, chronic inflammation. Inflammatory molecules directly break down muscle tissue. Fourth, mitochondrial dysfunction. Your muscle cells lose the energy-producing mitochondria needed for maintenance and growth. Visual, protein-rich foods, leucine molecule, resistance training illustration. Increase protein intake dramatically. You need 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily, higher than standard recommendations. Distribute this across meals with at least 25 to 30 grams per meal. Prioritize leucine-rich foods, eggs, chicken, beef, fish, and dairy. Leucine is the amino acid that most powerfully triggers muscle protein synthesis. Supplement with creatine monohydrate, 5 grams daily. It's the most researched and effective supplement for muscle maintenance and cognitive function. Vitamin D is critical. Optimize levels to 50 to 70 endocrine ml. Vitamin D receptors in muscle tissue directly affect growth. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation and improve anabolic response. But nothing substitutes for resistance training. You must lift weights or do bodyweight exercises at least 3 times weekly. This is non-negotiable. The mechanical stimulus is essential for maintaining muscle mass. A 67-year-old woman I worked with had lost significant muscle and strength over 5 years. She implemented this protocol religiously. In 1 year, she gained 12 pounds of muscle, her strength increased 45%, and she looked and felt decades younger. She literally reversed a decade of muscle aging. Warning sign number 3, increasing brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and memory problems that are getting worse. You forget why you walked into a room. You can't focus like you used to. You struggle to find words. Your mental clarity has diminished, noticeably. This isn't normal aging. It's a neurological energy crisis. Your brain represents 2% of your body weight, but consumes 20% of your energy. Neurons are extraordinarily energy-hungry. Each neuron contains thousands of mitochondria, the cellular power plants that produce ATP, your body's energy currency. When mitochondrial function declines, neurons don't have enough energy to maintain their complex operations. Neurotransmitter production drops. Neural connections weaken. Memory formation and retrieval become impaired. Failing mitochondria also produce excessive free radicals, causing oxidative damage to neurons. This creates a vicious cycle. Energy failure leads to oxidative damage, which further impairs mitochondria. Brain imaging studies show that people with cognitive decline have significantly reduced brain metabolism. Their neurons are starving for energy. You need comprehensive mitochondrial support for your brain. Vitamin B12 is critical. Many people over 50 have B12 deficiency or malabsorption. Consider sublingual methylcobalamin or even B12 injections if levels are low. CoQ10, specifically in the ubiquinol form, is essential. Your neurons need 200 to 400 milligrams daily. CoQ10 is directly involved in mitochondrial energy production. Magnesium threonate, the only form that effectively crosses the blood-brain barrier, improves synaptic connections and cognitive function. Take 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams before bed. Alpha-lipoic acid is a powerful mitochondrial antioxidant that also helps regenerate other antioxidants. Take 600 milligrams daily. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, are structural components of brain cells and reduce neuroinflammation. Take at least 2 grams of combined EPA and DHA daily. Improve your insulin sensitivity through diet and exercise. Insulin resistance is directly linked to cognitive decline and Alzheimer's risk. Prioritize sleep. Deep sleep is when your brain clears metabolic waste through the glymphatic system. I worked with a 58-year-old engineer who thought early-onset dementia was inevitable. His mother had Alzheimer's, and his memory was failing rapidly. Within 4 months on this protocol, his mental clarity returned dramatically. His brain fog lifted. His memory improved. Follow-up cognitive testing showed a 35% improvement. He got his mind back. Warning sign number 2, rapid loss of skin elasticity. Do this test right now. Pinch the skin on the back of your hand and lift it up. When you release it, how quickly does it snap back? If it takes more than a second or two to return to normal, you have significant loss of skin elasticity. This indicates 3 critical aging processes. First, cellular dehydration. As we age, our cells lose the ability to retain water. This isn't about drinking more water. It's about cellular water-holding capacity. Second, glycation. When excess sugar in your blood binds to collagen and elastin fibers in your skin, it creates advanced glycation end products, appropriately abbreviated AGEs. These age products make your skin stiff, yellow, and wrinkled. Third, oxidative damage. Free radicals attack the structural proteins in your dermis, breaking down collagen and elastin. Here's what's critical to understand. Your skin is a window into your vascular system. The same loss of elasticity happening in your visible skin is happening in your blood vessels. Stiff, inflexible blood vessels dramatically increase your risk of hypertension, heart attack, and stroke. One study found that people with poor skin elasticity had 3 times the risk of cardiovascular events compared to those with good skin elasticity, independent of other risk factors. Optimize cellular hydration. This means adequate potassium and magnesium. These minerals regulate water movement into cells. Most people consume too much sodium relative to potassium, driving water out of cells. Eat potassium-rich foods: avocados, leafy greens, potatoes, bananas. Deploy a comprehensive antioxidant network. Vitamins C and E work synergistically to protect collagen and elastin. Selenium supports glutathione production. Alpha-lipoic acid regenerates both vitamins C and E. Use topical antioxidants. Vitamin C serum and vitamin E applied directly to skin provide additional protection. Eliminate or dramatically reduce sugar and refined carbohydrates. Every time your blood sugar spikes, glycation accelerates. This is non-negotiable if you want to preserve or restore skin elasticity. Consider low-dose aspirin after consulting your doctor. It reduces inflammation and may slow glycation. A 53-year-old woman I advised had skin that had lost nearly all elasticity. It was paper-thin and took 5-6 seconds to snap back. She thought it was just genetics and aging. After 7 months on this protocol, her skin elasticity improved dramatically. The pinch test returned to normal in under 2 seconds. Her blood pressure, which had been creeping up, normalized. Her dermatologist asked what procedure she'd had done. There was no procedure, just cellular restoration. Warning sign number 1, the most serious indicator: chronic fatigue despite adequate sleep. You wake up tired. You have no energy throughout the day. Coffee doesn't help anymore. You have to force yourself through basic activities. This is the red alert. This indicates severe mitochondrial failure and systemic energy crisis. Remember, mitochondria produce ATP, the energy currency that powers every cellular process in your body. When mitochondria fail, every system begins to break down. Your heart struggles to pump efficiently. Your brain can't focus. Your muscles weaken. Your immune system falters. Your hormones become imbalanced. Chronic fatigue isn't in your head. It's measurable cellular energy failure. Studies show that people with chronic fatigue have significantly impaired mitochondrial function, elevated inflammatory markers, and dramatically increased risk of developing serious diseases. If you have chronic fatigue plus multiple other warning signs, you are in a biological aging crisis. But even this can be reversed with comprehensive intervention. This requires the most aggressive and comprehensive protocol: CoQ10 in ubiquinol form, 400 to 600 milligrams daily. This is absolutely essential for mitochondrial energy production. B-complex vitamins. Your mitochondria cannot function without adequate B vitamins. Take a high-quality methylated B-complex twice daily. Magnesium, required for over 300 enzymatic reactions, including ATP production. Take 400 to 600 milligrams daily of highly bioavailable forms. L-carnitine transports fatty acids into mitochondria for energy production. Take 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams daily. Alpha-lipoic acid, 600 milligrams daily for mitochondrial antioxidant protection. Check your iron levels. Iron deficiency causes fatigue, but so does iron overload. Get ferritin tested and optimize accordingly. Get comprehensive thyroid testing, not just TSH, but free T3, free T4, reverse T3, and thyroid antibodies. Subclinical thyroid dysfunction is extremely common and causes devastating fatigue. Check cortisol patterns through a 4-point salivary cortisol test. Chronic stress leads to cortisol dysregulation and adrenal dysfunction. Follow a nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory diet. Focus on wild-caught fish, pastured meats and eggs, colorful vegetables, berries, nuts, and healthy fats. Eliminate processed foods, sugar, and seed oils. Gentle exercise, even just walking, begins to restore mitochondrial function. As energy improves, Gradually increase intensity. Prioritize sleep above almost everything. Sleep is when your body repairs mitochondria and clears cellular damage. I worked with a 44-year-old mother who had been chronically exhausted for 5 years. Multiple doctors found nothing wrong. She thought she'd never feel normal again. We implemented this comprehensive protocol. The first month was tough. Her body was so depleted it took time to respond. But by month 3, she started waking up with energy. By month 6, she felt better than she had in a decade. Recent testing showed her mitochondrial function had improved by over 60%. She got her life back. Let's review these 8 warning signs one more time. 8. Vertical ridges on your fingernails. Accelerating gray hair. 6. Multiplying age spots. 5. Gum recession. 4. Unexplained muscle loss. 3. Brain fog and memory problems. 2. Loss of skin elasticity. 1. Chronic fatigue despite adequate sleep. Count how many you have. If you have 3 or more, you are experiencing accelerated biological aging that requires immediate intervention. But here's what I want you to understand. These warning signs are not a death sentence. They're not inevitable. They're your body communicating that it needs specific nutrients, lifestyle changes, and support to repair itself. Recovery takes time. Don't expect overnight miracles. Cellular repair happens over months, not days. But with consistent effort, most people see noticeable energy improvements in 4 to 8 weeks, visible changes in skin, nails, and hair in 3 to 4 months, significant reversal of biological age markers in 6-12 months. I've seen hundreds of people reverse biological aging that seemed irreversible. The 67-year-old who regained her muscle and strength. The 58-year-old engineer who rescued his cognition. The 53-year-old woman who restored her skin elasticity. The 44-year-old mother who overcame chronic fatigue. None of these people had special genetics or unlimited resources. They had awareness, commitment, and a targeted protocol. Here's your action plan. 1. Assess honestly how many warning signs you have. Be truthful with yourself. 2. Start with the foundations. Clean up your diet, optimize sleep, manage stress, and begin regular exercise. These create the foundation for everything else. 3. Implement the specific interventions for your warning signs. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick the most critical areas and build from there. 4. Be patient and consistent. Track your progress monthly, not daily. Celebrate small improvements. 5. Consider working with a functional medicine practitioner who understands these concepts and can order appropriate testing and monitoring. And remember, you're not alone in this. Millions of people are waking up to the reality that biological aging is modifiable. The research is clear. The interventions work. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and regenerate when given the right conditions. You have more control over your biological age than you've been led to believe. The warning signs are early enough that intervention still works. But the time to act is now. Your future self, the one who feels energetic, looks vibrant, and enjoys decades of healthy longevity, is counting on the decisions you make today. Thank you for watching. If this information resonated with you, share it with someone you care about. Leave a comment letting me know which warning signs you're experiencing and what changes you're committed to making. Remember, biological age is not destiny. It's a choice. Choose wisely.